आप सभी लोग अपने अपने घरों पर सक्सेसफुल होंगे. So let's start to our new lesson, that is the biotechnological applications in agriculture and medicines. Especially we have to talk about the biotechnology and its applications. Means how this biotechnology, genetic engineering can always help to increase the productions, or it can be safer for the living organisms. Means we can say this biotechnology is essential deal with the industrial scale productions. Means with the help of this technology, the production can be increases in different ways. Means in a industrial scale productions of the biopharmaceuticals and the biological substances. Only we can say the biotechnology, it can be always includes that diagnostic, genetically modified crops for agriculture, process of the food, bioremediations, waste treatment and energy productions, so on. Means this can be just utilized in everywhere. Only we can say that it is our critical research areas are also found over there. We can say to provide with the help of these critical areas through which it can be discovered, it can be always helpful to provide the best catalyst in the form of the improved organism, especially the microbes or the pure enzymes. Or we can say it can also create the optimal conditions through the engineering of the catalyst to act, or we can say with the help of downstream process technologies to purify the protein organic compound, so on. Means as we have already learned it, and if we directly talk about the different areas where we have to talk about this utilization of the biotechnology, they may be generally we can say the power industry, agriculture, medicinal, chemical industry, food industry, and environmental production, so on. Means indirectly or directly, this biotechnology can be always helpful to improvise all such conditions evenly over there. Or we can say generally, if already we have known that this technology especially utilized in with the help of the recombination technology, in which we have already talk about that, especially whenever we can get a desired DNA and gene of interest from the human cell or from anybody's, it can be transferred to the vector. After that vector, it can be transferred to the host cell, and from the host cell we can get its a large production from there, and we can use in different places. As you know that especially in this chapter you have to always talk about some special topics, that is we can say the overview of this lesson, that is the agriculture, use of biotechnology in agriculture, application of biotechnology in medical field, application in the biology in biotechnology in the genetic animals, transgenic animals, and that some ethical issues are over there. So first of all we have to know about that how it can be always very helpful. Means we have to know the how the biotechnology applications in agriculture are found over there, right? So for that we have to know, especially first of all thing, as we all know, as well as the population is increasing day by day, the total world population is increasing day by day, how we can capable to provide them a supplementary food, a sufficient amount of food to all of them properly. So that is the only results, or we can say solutions for that one, that is only the biotechnology mechanism. Means with the help of biotechnology we all can capable to provide a large amount of food to all the peoples with the help of the biotechnology. If we talk about the food productions, especially generally, as we know that biotechnology can be utilized in the agricultural fields, it can be capable to increasing the food productions with the help of many processes. Only we can say agrochemical based agriculture, right? Only organic agriculture, as we all know that day by day the people, the farmers can started to do the such processes. I mean they were just familiar with the organic culture, or they can agrochemical based agriculture. Then they can evenly they can capable to genetically engineer crop based agriculture. What about the genetically engineering crop? Means generally you must know, especially if we talk about generally the different foods, different crops which can be utilized in our surroundings. They are the genetically crop, right? Which can be generally utilized in our daily life, right? Or we can say these after the green revolutions, we know that the in 1960s area centuries, we know that during that green revolution it can be also so a drastic changes in that particular time, means the total productions of the world becomes a triple. पूरी दुनिया का जो प्रोडक्शन था, जो एग्रोनॉमिक इंडस्ट्रीज का प्रोडक्शन था, वो तिगुना बढ़ गया. बट एज वेल एज इट इज नॉट ओनली सफिशिएंट फॉर दैट वन, but still we have to need it the such things, because that during the green revolution we know that they get the improved varieties of the different substances. Evenly they can use the agrochemicals, that means the pesticides and the fertilizers in that particular time, and some better practices, management of the better practices, which can be also helpful for the increasing of the total production in that particular time. But the excessive use of agrochemicals, right, especially the fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides, they can capable to increase the total pollutions to our environment, to our soil, to our water resources, and different ways. So that is not expensive, right, means it is not useful, or it is not better for the human beings or some animals life. So we can say the minimum use of such genetic improved crops were developed in that particular time. There is not too many use of the genetically modified plants are found over there. For that, instead of that, we have to need it the GMOs. GMOs means generally the genetically modified organisms. But for that we have to start it about that one. Suppose we can take an examples. अगर हम जनरल एक एग्जांपल लें, मान लीजिए कि हमारे देश में या पूरी दुनिया में डायबिटिक के बहुत सारे पेशेंट थे, और उस समय इंसुलिन जो है वो या तो पिग से ली जाती थी या काऊ के पेनक्रियास से डेवलप की जाती थी. लेकिन काऊ का पेनक्रियास से डेवलप की हुई या पिग के पेनक्रियास से डेवलप की हुई इंसुलिन का साइड इफेक्ट बहुत ज़्यादा ह्यूमन बीइंग पर होने की संभावना थी. इसलिए ये सोचा गया, साइंटिस्ट ने सोचा कि क्यों ना हम इस इंसुलिन का डेवलपमेंट ह्यूमन की सेल्स के ही डायरेक्ट क्यों ना करें. फॉर दैट दे यूजेस टू सच कंडीशंस विद द हेल्प ऑफ recombinant DNA. And if we can talk about especially in the agronomic or the such topics, we have to talk about the golden rice, flavor saver tomato, BT cottons, and RNA interferons. We have to talk about all such type of things. Means then we have to know that how we have to get the such GMOs plants, means genetically modified organism or plants, which can say, especially they may be plants, they may be animals, they may be bacteria, they may be fungi, right, means whose genes can be अल्टरेटेड बाय द मैनिपुलेशन. मीन्स इन सभी ऑर्गेनिजम्स के जीन्स को कहीं ना कहीं से कुछ ना कुछ मैनिपुलेट करके इनमें कुछ ना कुछ चेंजेस कर दिया गया, राइट. ड्यू टू सच कंडीशंस what will happen, they can capable to provide us a large amount of the productions with their conditions, right. So especially we can say these genetically modified plants, especially in the agriculture, they can have to capable to improvement in the nutritional quality, means especially the vitamin A enrichment rice. I think everybody knows about this one, that they have a specific thing, right, means generally the rice does not contain the vitamin A, but with the help of this technology, with the help of biotechnology, with the help of the genetically modified plants, we can get a paddy plant which have enhancement of the nutrients value for the food, means it can capable to provide a vitamin A in it, and that is known as golden rice. But there is a question, why it is called a golden rice? आखिर उसको गोल्डन राइस क्यों कहा गया? अब इसके पीछे भी कहानी यही है कि जो गोल्डन राइस है उसका कलर कैसा होता है, येलो कलर का होता है. क्यों? क्योंकि स्पेशली दैट देयर इज अ बीटा कैरोटीन, राइट, विच कैन बी we can say precursors or the which contains the vitamin A, and due to this beta carotene the color of that rice is become the yellow. That's why this is generally used in everywhere, such structures, okay, or such plants. Evenly on the other hand we can say, especially the crops, all the genetically modified crops can becomes the more tolerant to the abiotic stress, especially because of cold, drought, and salt and heat, so on, right. And they can also capable to reduce the dependency of the chemical pesticide with the development of the pest resistance crop. Means जो हमारी जेनेटिकली मॉडिफाइड प्लांट्स थे, जो हमारी जेनेटिकली मॉडिफाइड वेराइटीज थी, वो भी क्या हुआ, उनका डिपेंडेंस ऑन द पेस्टिसाइड एंड केमिकल्स भी रिड्यूस हो गया. इवनली दे कैन बिकम द पोस्ट हार्वेस्टिंग, राइट, मीन्स वो उनका जो पोस्ट हार्वेस्टिंग लॉसेस थे वो भी क्या हुआ, धीरे धीरे कम होते चले गए. एंड इट कैन ऑल्सो कैपेबल टू इंक्रीज द एफिशिएंसी ऑफ द मिनरल्स uses in the plants, which can be also preventing the early existence fertility of the soil. Evenly, as I have told you, especially about the golden rice, or we can say some plants that are created by the genetically modified plant, they can be supply the alternative source of industries in the form of starch, fuel, and the pharmaceuticals. Means these plants can capable to provide a large amount of some other pharmaceutical substances from there, especially as we can say the genetically modified food, they can, you can just see over there, that may be soya, corn, rice, cotton seed, potatoes, tomatoes, papaya, peas, dairy products, and the colonna, so on. I mean, there are different types of the genetically modified food items which can be present in our surroundings. Evenly, after that we have to talk about the pest resistance plants. Means what is this pest resistance? Means we have to know the plant can itself capable to its self defense mechanism inside it, that plant, due to which it cannot be destroyed by any organisms, any microbes, especially such a ways. Okay, so we can say the insect resistance plants or the pest resistance plant, means they can be also developed a resistance against the pest or the insects, right? Means we can say the these pest resistance plants can reduce the use of pesticides whenever the such plant can be developed. So the increasing of the utilization of the pesticides is also decreases continuously in that condition. So we must know that there are some specific plants are found over there, especially we can say there are some examples of, especially they are the bt cotton and bt corn and bt brinjal. But we have to know that the bt crops are found over. I mean, generally these all are the known as bt crops. So especially we have to know, sometimes the question can be asked about the bt crops. So you must know tomato, potato, rice, corn and cotton. आप इस क्वेश्चन से याद कर सकते हैं बेटा. जनरली जो बीटी कॉटन क्रॉप्स है वो स्पेशली टोमेटो, पोटैटो, राइस, कॉर्न एंड कॉटन. एंड द फर्स्ट बीटी क्रॉप ऑफ इंडिया वाज दैट इज द बीटी ब्रिंजल. जो इंडिया की सबसे पहले जो आपकी बीटी क्रॉप बनी थी वो क्या थी, बीटी ब्रिंजल थी, राइट. So especially this is very important thing for that one. But we have to know what about this BT. हमने बार बार सुना है ये BT क्या है. Especially we know that BT cotton, it can be usually a stain for of a bacteria, right? That is Bacillus thuringiensis. Especially it is known as BT, right? Means we can say the BT cotton is created by using a specific strain of a bacteria that is known as the Bacillus thuringiensis, which can be found over there. So it may be, you must know that these bacteria can be produces the intestinal proteins that may kills the certain insects, like especially this bt can have the specific type of toxic substance which can be capable to kills the some specific organisms in that particular conditions. So they can be especially found over there. So for that we have to know, especially this bacillus or bt toxin, that may be protein, they may be different types of, for the different types of insect, for the different types of pest. The first one that we can say the lepidotérans. You can just see this lepidotérans, right? This lepidotérans can capable to kill the tobacco, budworm, armyworm, right? Means the budworm, bollworm and the armyworm. But on the other hand, there is another one that is known as the coleopterans. Coleopterans. This coleopterans, generally you can just see this coleopterans, which can be especially for the beetles. Means it can capable to provide a toxic substances for the such beetles. Evenly the last one we can take deterrence, that is especially for the mosquitoes and some flies which can be destroy our plants and their different parts. For that they have also a specific bt toxins proteins that is called the deterrence. So you must know about that this specific bt toxin or protein, that is the lepidopterans, that is specific to the tobacco budworm and bollworm, right, or armyworm. Evenly the coleopterans, that is especially for the beetles, and the diphtherians, that is flies and the mosquitoes. So they can be especially effect on the such ways due to which they can be always helpful to destroy them. Then there is a one more thing. I think you all have known about the some specific proteins that is always in the crystal form, right, during a particular phase of the growth of the bacteria. So that प्रोटीन इज नोन एज क्राई प्रोटीन, क्योंकि आपने बार बार सुना होगा ये क्राई प्रोटीन क्राई प्रोटीन क्राई, बहुत बार आपके सामने नाम आते हैं. तो आखिर ये है क्या? तो यू मस्ट नोन इट इज अ स्पेसिफिक प्रोटीन विच इज इन द क्रिस्टल फॉर्म in a particular phase of the life of the bacteria, which is known as a cryprotein. Especially if we talk about this bt toxin protein exist in मीन्स यही बीटी टॉक्सिन जो प्रोटीन है जो आपका इनएक्टिव फॉर्मेशन में रहता है बैक्टीरिया के अंदर, लेकिन जब ये बैक्टीरिया किसी ऑर्गेनिजम्स के थ्रू कंज्यूम होता है, राइट, मीन्स जनरली तो ये कैसा रहता है, इट इज ऑलवेज इन द इनएक्टिव फॉर्म, लेकिन वेन एवर इट कैन बी just go in the any organisms, especially the mid gut or hind gut, in that particular organism, due to the medium of that gut which is alkaline in nature, so this crystal form can be soluble or solubilization in it, and due to solubility of this cryprotein, what will happen, there is a specific structure created, means there is a holes in the intestine and swelling is found over there, due to which the insect can be die over there. जो insect होता है वो क्या हो जाता है, आपका मर जाता है, right. So such a way, these are the ways, but especially there is a special type of the cryprotein generally which can be generally utilized in our surroundings. You all must know the example of this also, मीन्स ये जो बीटी कॉटन के रहते हैं, जो कॉटन बॉलवर्म होता है, राइट, उसके लिए क्या होता है, हमें प्लांट को पेस्ट रेसिस्टेंस बनाने के लिए इसका यूटिलाइजेशन करते हैं. अगर हम इसको स्प्रे कर देंगे, राइट, जो बीटी कॉटन है यानी कि इट इज टाइप ऑफ क्रिस्टल कंडीशन, तो इसको स्प्रे कर देंगे तो इसके ऊपर हमारे ऊपर कोई भी जो बॉलवर्म होंगे ये इफेक्ट नहीं कर पाएंगे, राइट. अब इसके लिए यू हैव टू नोन द दिस बीटी टॉक्सिन कैन बी ऑलवेज get from the bacteria which can be generally have a cry gene, and these cry are different types, so you must know their names. First of all, there are two cry, the cry first AC and cry second AB. You must know the cry first AC and cry second AB, they are generally utilization for the cotton bollworm, means they can utilize for the cotton bollworm. On the other hand, there is a one more, that is cry first AB, that can be utilized for the corn borer worm. जो कॉर्न बोरर होते हैं उसके लिए इसका यूटिलाइजेशन होता है. अब देयर इज अ प्रोसेस दैट हाउ दे कैन बी अकर्स, मींस हम इसको डेवलप कैसे करेंगे, हम इसका यूटिलाइजेशन कैसे करेंगे अपने सराउंडिंग्स में. सो फॉर दैट यू कैन जस्ट जनरली सी द सपोज ये हमारा एक बैक्टीरिया है, इस बैक्टीरिया से हमने क्या किया, वो डिजायरेबल जीन वहां से कट कर लिया, एंड दैट कैन बी होस्टेड. इस डिजायरेबल जीन को हमने किसी होस्ट के अंदर या किसी वेक्टर के अंदर डेवलप किया और उसकी क्लोनिंग कर ली. आफ्टर क्लोनिंग इट कैन बी ट्रांसफर टू द होस्ट, और होस्ट का जब डेवलपमेंट करते हैं, उसको होस्ट का जब कल्चर करते हैं, तो दैट कैन बी यूज एंड स्प्रेड ऑन द प्लांट्स ओवर देयर, और जब प्लांट के ऊपर डाल देंगे तो ड्यू टू विच देयर इज सम स्पेसिफिक चेंजेस कैन बी फाउंड ओवर देयर. जैसे कि यू कैन से हाउ दिस बीटी टॉक्सिन कैन बी इफेक्ट. I have told you that this BT protein is inactive formation. जो BT कॉटन होता है या BT जो होता है, it is always inactive form. And जब inactive form में रहेगा, लेकिन whenever it can be reaches, राइट जब इस इनएक्टिव फॉर्म प्रोटीन को कोई इंसेक्ट ईट करेगा, क्योंकि हम बीटी कॉटन को या इनएक्टिव फॉर्म को हम स्प्रे करेंगे प्लांट्स के ऊपर, और प्लांट्स के ऊपर स्प्रे करेंगे, जब इसको कोई लार्वा, कोई हमारा इंसेक्ट इसको कंज्यूम करेगा, कोई इंसेक्ट कंज्यूम करेगा, तो ये जो बीटी टॉक्सिन प्रोटीन है तो वो उसके गट में पहुंच जाएगा। और गट का मीडियम जो होता है वो अल्कलाइन मीडियम होता है, पीएच इन नेचर होता है, तो ड्यू टू विच दीज क्रिस्टल्स कैन बी स्टार्टेड टू रिएक्टेड ओवर देयर, और these crystals can just reduce increases their toxicity over there, जिसकी वजह से क्या होगा, गट में पोर्स पड़ जाएंगे, गट में स्वेलिंग आ जाएगी, और उसके बाद वो कीड़ा जो होगा वो इंसेक्ट क्या हो जाएगा, डेड हो जाएगा, जिस वजह से हमारे प्लांट, हमारे कॉटन प्लांट, हमारे अदर प्लांट कैन कैपेबल टू प्रोटेक्ट फ्रॉम such conditions. So ये था आपका BT cotton. So many times this BT cotton can be asked in different ways, and sometimes golden rice can be asked from there, and some specific type of organisms, insecticidal proteins can be asked where it can be kills the different insects, right? जो जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, स्पेशली जो लेपिडोप्टेरेंस हो गया या कोलेप्टोप्टेरेंस हो गया या फिर डिप्टेरोप्टेरेंस हो गया, तो जिसके इफेक्ट्स हमको सामने दिखाई देते हैं. So student, up to here you must complete your notes and try to understand. If you not, you can ask me. In next topic we will get the next, that is the pest resistance plant, that is the especially RNA interferons, right? We will talk about that one. It is that topic is also very interesting topic. Thank you.